What is good, fight fans? This is Ash's Corner. And shout out to the LDBC. Now, on to this main event of Gervonta Tank Davis versus Gamboa. Man, this fight isn't getting as much respect from the fans that other fights do when people move up from a weight class to another one, but that's okay. I'm going to talk about that later. I'm going to just talk about the specs right now and then what I think about the fight as a whole and what I think is going to happen in the fight. Gervonta Davis is 22-0. He has 21 knockouts. He's fought for 67 rounds. His knockout rating is 95.45%. He's 25 years old. He's a southpaw. He's 5'5.5" with a 67.5-inch reach. And he is the Baltimore King, okay? He is the one. Gamboa is 30-2. He has 18 KOs, and both of his losses came via KO, one by Terrence Bud Crawford in 2014, and the other by Robinson Castellanos in 2017. He's fought for 195 rounds. His knockout rating is 56.25%. He's 38 years old. He's 5'5.5". He has a 65-inch reach, and he's a Cuban, and he's fighting out of Miami. Now, Gamboa has a new trainer. Okay, his trainer was his father for the last couple fights. I mean, he's had a new trainer. His trainer name is Stacy. He's Mike Tyson's old trainer. Okay, and we all know how different trainers can make fighters look, but he looks quite different from his last loss. And I think this is going to be a pretty good fight. Pretty good fight. In my opinion, Gamboa does have, his hands are still pretty fast. He still has pop. He still has power in his punches. In my opinion, I think both speed and power goes to Gervonta Davis, though. But the problem that Gamboa has, is when he connects, he puts his hands down. His defense isn't that good anyway, in my opinion, for his weight class. But as far as keeping your hands up, he's not a fighter that does that. But when he connects, he puts his hands down. And what Gervonta Davis will do is bait you, And if you think you're going to connect that split second, he could already be throwing a punch to you, I think that's going to be the Gamboa's the whole downfall with this fight is that Gervonta Davis is going to counter this man and going to hurt this guy. And the fight will be over, and I say probably 5 rounds. I don't think it's going to go no more than 7, I would say. But I believe this is a 5-round fight. Gamboa's game plan and Stacy, his trainer, has both said that they're going to step to Gervonta Davis, but they want to drown him in deep waters, meaning in late rounds. I don't think that if their game plan is to last, I don't think that's going to work. So, plain and simple, Gervonta Davis is going to do him. He's going to beat him. It can be a challenging fight. Both fighters are the same height. Both fighters have speed and power, but at the same time, Gervonta Davis is just all-around better in everything in boxing, in my opinion. So, he wins this fight in 5 rounds. He's going to knock out Gamboa. But, Bud fans say that, his biggest fight was Gamboa. And, people are disrespecting Gamboa now all simply because of his age. And, he is older. And I believe he's going to, I think he just turned 39. I'm not even sure. But I think his birthday just passed in December. I'm not even sure. But I think he just had another birthday. So, I understand with the age, but at the same time, it's all about how a fighter looks, But Gamboa's chin isn't going to stand up to Tank's. But as far as people, disrespecting the fight and stuff, and I, Bud moved up to 147, and his first fight was Jeff Horn. Okay, in my opinion, Jeff Horn is not a name like Gamboa is. He had a title. This is a vacant title fight that Gamboa and Tank is fighting for. It's a vacant title fight. This is his first fight at 135, just like Bud's first fight at 147 was Jeff Horn. And nobody had a negative word to say about Jeff Horn because it was Jeff Horn he was a champion. He had a title. That was a title fight. It's nothing you can say, but everybody has a lot to say about this fight. This is Tank's first fight at 135 against Gamboa, and it's an outrage. Everybody's just outraged that it's Gamboa that he's fighting. Gamboa is an Olympic winner and a better all-around than Jeff Horn. He's a better boxer than Jeff Horn. I'm not trying to hear it. But it's a horrible fight for Tank. First fight at 135. Freaking horrible. Tank will never win over the haters. And it's cool. You know what I'm saying? But, they are going to turn into the people they hate. Those lying-ass trolls that has no point. They just make up things because they don't have shit to say. They know they don't have a leg to stand on. I'd rather be honest. Tank is a star right now. He's a draw. He sells out. From teleprompters to big screens at NBA games and NFL games. You know what I'm saying? They had a parade for this man in his hometown. And 22 fights in, he had a parade in his hometown. What's your favorite fighter doing? Does he got billboards of your favorite fighter up in his city? In his own city, does he have billboards up of him, of your favorite fighter? Are they recognizing him in his city or whatever? Y'all playing catch up. Everybody, all the fighters at 135, all of you playing catch up. All of them. I'm not trying to hear it. Tank whoops everybody at 135 and under 135. Who ain't he whooping? And I don't care what nobody say, y'all. I ain't arguing with nobody in the comment section. I said what I said. Alright. Tank versus everybody. He's knocking out Gamboa in 5 rounds. Always like and subscribe to the channel. Peace.